Greetings, my saplings. Alright, so in today's video, I got something actually kind of fun that we're going to be talking about. So we are going to be discussing, like you guys saw in the title and the thumbnail, some upcoming Off-White and Nike shoes for 2018 and potentially even 2019. So specifically in today's video, the things we will be discussing about the shoe will of course be a close look at the shoe and the name of the shoe. Then I'll also give when they will release. I don't have exact dates unfortunately because it's so far out, but I'll give you around when they should be releasing according to most sources. Then in addition to that, based off of past releases, I will give you the retail price on the shoe. Now, if you like any of these shoes, if you think they're awesome, or if you want to resell them and you want some resale predictions, as we get closer to the release, I'm going to be making how to cop guides for these, so if you happen to be new, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you stay always updated on these things. If a shoe happens to pop up and you need info on it, don't worry, I'm going to have your back. Also, just a quick disclaimer, a lot of this stuff is most likely going to change. If I say something will release in October, maybe it'll release in November, maybe they'll cancel the release, I'm not sure, but right now, based off of all the sources that I found, I'm going to spill out all the info that I have right now. So the first shoe, or I should say shoes that we're going to be talking about, are going to be from the Serena Williams and the Off-White Nike collab. The first shoe from this collection is the Nike Court Flare 2. Now, according to Soul Collector, this is going to be a promotional shoe only. However, I do believe that there are actually two versions of the Nike Court Flare 2. One will be only promotional, and then one will be a general release. And for this specific shoe, I do believe it will be women's only, according to Pirates on Twitter. Considering one of these at least should be a promotional item, you should expect her to possibly debut this shoe on August 27th on the US Tennis Opening. I think it's very possible that she may come out wearing an Off-White and Nike outfit, and she might just be wearing these on her feet as well. Who knows? Anything's possible. With that though, I'm going to just simply predict that I do think these are going to release sometime after August 27th, not too far off, probably in September, if not very late August. Now, in addition to the Flare 2s, we got two other shoes, these of which I actually happen to like a lot more. So we have the Air Max 97s, and in addition to those, we also have the Nike Blazers. Both of these I think are really unique, definitely hard shoes to pull off when rocking, but you know, they're loud. If you're into that kind of stuff just like I am, these shoes are perfect for you. Although these kind of look feminine, according to Pirates, these are supposed to come in men's sizes. I believe it is 5 to 12. Okay, so now moving on to the next shoe. The next shoe I actually wanted to mention, it isn't actually a first release. I actually believe that it is going to be a restock. Now this of course will be for the Nike and Off-White Air Force 107. If you guys can remember, this shoe initially released at Complex Con as a Complex Con exclusive only, but there are rumors that apparently this shoe is going to be releasing very soon on online retailers. Now I'm not sure as of yet if it's going to be an online drop on Nike sneakers or if it's just going to be a tier 0 drop, that of which of course I'm going to keep you guys updated on. Considering most sources are expecting these to drop very soon, you could definitely expect this to drop sometime in September, if not possibly even October. Now moving on to some pairs that are pretty much confirmed. The only thing that's not confirmed is the date. To kick it off, let's start off with the Off-White and Nike Blazer Studio Mid V2. Now this one will be releasing for $130. This isn't confirmed, but just based off of the previous Blazer that released, should be the same retail price, just like all V2s to V1s. And this one should be releasing in September. If I could say that any of these are confirmed, this is the one out of all of them that is definitely 100% confirmed. We should be seeing this in September. I look forward to it, and I hope you guys look forward to it as well. Getting into another one, let's jump to the Off-White and Nike Air Max 90 V2 Wolf Gray. This will be retailing for $160, and again, this one should be releasing in September. We got a lot of heat releasing in September. Now, we also have another Off-White and Nike Air Max 90. This is in a different colorway, which is referred to as the Desert Ore. This will release for $160, just like the last pair, and it will probably release in October. Moving on to the next shoe, we have the Nike and Off-White Air Force 1 Volt. Now this shoe is apparently going to be releasing for $170, and I do believe that this shoe is releasing in October. Now this one's a little loud, I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely out there, but again, if you're into this type of shoe, this is perfect. If you want a shoe that's gonna break some necks, There's no other shoe to get in this collection but this. Of course, if you're looking for a more subtle shoe, of course, the next shoe you're going to want to go to is the next Air Force One Off-White and Nike shoe that's releasing, which is just simply black with a white swoosh. This one I think is awesome, but you know, I like those neck breakers. I think I like the previous one just a little more, but anyway, this is releasing again for $170, and it will be releasing most likely in October. Now, there were two other Blazers that I wanted to mention that aren't really confirmed as of now. Virgil kind of hinted at this. He even gave nicknames to these two shoes. These are the Halloween-inspired Blazers, and there is a white pair with an orange swoosh, and then there is also a black pair. The names he gave for these shoes, for the white and orange, he called it the All Hallows Eve, and then for the black, he called it the Grim Reaper. So evidently, being that it's a Halloween-inspired shoe, you should probably expect these to release in October. If not October, I guess very early November, but probably October around that Halloween time. And retail on these, of course, will be $130, just like all the Blazers. Now, moving on, we also have some Air Max 97s releasing. Here we should have two colorways. We have a black colorway and then a more of a silver gray colorway with some different color accents, out of which I think that they're actually really cool. Anyway, this should probably be releasing for $190, at least based off of the last Air Max 97 that released. And according to Honest Official, I do believe that these should be releasing in sometime in November. Now, Pirates also on Twitter posted a list of all upcoming pairs. Now, the ones I couldn't really find much info for these, of course, would be the Zoom Flies in pink and the other colorway. Then also all the infant pairs, I couldn't find much info on those. But of course, I do trust that this info is accurate. I do trust that these will eventually be releasing. Anyway, I'm looking forward to all these pairs. I wouldn't mind getting any of them for a personal pair. There's not one I don't like, except maybe the Flare 2. I'm not really a huge fan of that from the Serena Williams collection, but any of the other shoes, I wouldn't mind. They'd be going straight to feet. You guys would see me do a review and all. But first, before I move on, I want to give a big shout out to all of my sources. First and foremost, Pirates, of course, then also Honest Official, Soul Collector, Footwear News, and also Sneaker News. All these sources definitely came in handy, so big shout out to them. And finally, before I ended the video, the last thing I did want to mention is that, guys, again, stock is increasing on these. It's going to be easier to get your hands on these shoes than it was before, but that doesn't mean it's easy. If you guys remember, the Off-White Prestos were supposed to be pretty heavily stocked, but again, many of us took L's. I even took an L myself, which I was kind of surprised by. But you know, that stuff happens. And also, guys, you can expect that resales should start dropping little by little, but that doesn't mean that there isn't resale potential. Of course, as we get closer to the release date, I'm going to be making the prediction videos. I'm going to be making the videos on how to cop them, the store list, all that, so you guys can cop manually without a bot. But with that, I'm actually going to leave you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I thought it was actually pretty fun to make, to get to look at all this upcoming heat that's coming our way. I look forward to getting some of these Off-White shoes. Hopefully you guys too. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, if you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated on every single one of these shoes, and also any hype shoe in the future, such as a couple of Jordans, maybe some Yeezys in the future. Any of that stuff, I got your back. With that, though, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later.
Take them